been in the comments, people were saying that I've been hooking up the compressor, this whole vocal chain setup here. So a lot of people are like, oh, you got to use an XLR, or you can't use an XLR, you have to use a quarter inch. Yeah, and I found out I have been having this upgraded, setup for a while now, but that's besides the point. I'm going to show you guys how to do it, and then actually I'm gonna have a audio. Damn, I'm blanking, dude. Universal Audio Apollo Twin. So I'm gonna unbox that actually. So I'm gonna just open this up, and then I'm gonna just set up the whole new interface here for you guys, or the whole setup. So let's do that. Oh yeah, and you need a Thunderbolt cable. It's not included in here, but we're gonna open this up. Okay. So this on the top side of the box. Let's take this bad boy out. That looks nice. Like, it feels good. Like, this feels like it's worth a few $100, close to $1,000. I think it was over $1,000, honestly. But we'll see how this sounds. I know like it has its own CPU, so like if you're working on music, like there should be no lag. We'll test that out with the plugins and stuff like that it came with. All right, I'm gonna try to do this handheld. Hopefully it's not too shaky. But turn off my monitors. So I'm gonna disconnect this. All right, and then I'm gonna try to explain everything. Once I'm done disconnecting all this, I'm gonna just reconnect it the same way to here. All right, let's do this again. This 1/4 inch cable runs to my warm audio. I have an XLR cable, typical XLR connection, female, into the mic. Runs down from my boom arm, goes all the way to the back here, and it goes into my UAD or preamp. It's going to be the same setup as your preamp if you have the same kind of rig as I do, preamp to compressor. Again, preamp compressor. So mic down goes into mic input in the back, right? Then from this mic input, that's where the microphone ends. This cable microphone, right? Then from here, you need another XLR, right? Because that's all that goes behind my UAD. That's all that goes behind the UAD 710 Twin-Finity. So you get a line output cable. It's a XLR connection. Goes into your mic output in the back of the preamp. So then, sorry for the movement, man, but I'm just trying to do my best here without moving everything. All right, so recap again one more time. Microphone, right? XLR, female XLR. This female XLR, I have it wrapped up right here, goes into the balanced input in the back of my compressor. Again, line output from my preamp to my balance input. And now for the output, since you're going to want to put out audio into your audio interface, this is where you get this 1/4 inch, right? You connect into the balance output. In this case, mine is right next to the balance input. In here, bam, runs. I run it behind this screen. And now we're back to here. This cable goes into mic line 1 in the back of the Apollo. And bam. You're good to go. Hopefully that was easy. I'm gonna just recap one more time, and then I'll put like a time thing on YouTube, like for those who already know how to do the setup and then just wanna like a brief recap, like a super quick recap. I'm gonna just do it right now. All right. Mic XLR goes into your mic. Mic XLR goes into your mic, runs behind, goes into mic input in the back of my UAD 710, my compressor. Everyone should have like the same. If you're looking for the same setup, it's gonna be the same. Bam, to mic input, and then from line output, another XLR cable. Again, this is female. Goes into the balanced input to my compressor. 1/4-inch cable runs into your mic line input 1 on the Apollo Twin. Same thing if you have a volt, goes into your mic input 1. And that's pretty much it. Power this on since I just unboxed it, so first impressions here as well. So I'm not gonna lie, that shit took forever, and I went to go make myself some thin bagels. But now I have it all set up. Got the audio set up. On Windows, it's kind of a step process, but it worked out. And then I didn't even know this, but if you get a Thunderbolt cable, the Thunderbolt logo or the 40 gigabyte, whatever speed you got for your Thunderbolt, usually I suggest getting 40 gigabytes, or there's more, so you can get that. But just check with whatever works for your setup, like your computer and your interface. But the Thunderbolt logo, like the little lightning or the 40 gigabyte, whatever it may be on the back, it has to be facing up on your interface. Because if you put it the other way, it's considered upside down, which that's crazy, but I found out. Same thing on your computer. If it's on your MacBook, the little Thunderbolt symbol has to be facing up, so facing the ceiling. And if it's on your PC like mine, it has to be facing I guess towards my PC. I don't know, man. You'll figure it out. It has to be facing a certain direction. That's all I'm gonna say. And then now I'm gonna turn on these things right here. Let's see if we get signal. Make sure this is plugged in because I know I was playing with it. Alright, so, and then on your FL Studio, hopefully you guys can see this. I don't have the screen recording up, but on FL Studio you just want to go to your track, and then I usually use like the tracks on the far right hand side. So right now mine's at 122, and then I'm just gonna put mic line 1 from the Thunderbolt. Alright, so now I got it all here again. I had to do a quick break because I had to set up the new drivers and stuff. Like, it's kind of boring. You literally just go to the website, download, install, or reinstall if you had it already. And then to set this thing up, just make sure on the audio interface itself, I know you have to play around with this. Just make sure your volumes are good. You could switch between monitoring, like the volume here, and different monitors. If you can see that. Right now I'm just monitoring the volume. Whoa. So my mic is on, picking up signal here. It's going through, again, the compressor, excuse me, the preamp, the 710, and then going to the W2A, then going into the audio interface. So that's pretty much it, man. Like that's all you gotta do, and then I'll record something just so you can hear like the playback and how good it sounds with this mic. And that's pretty much it. I probably have to adjust the volume, but usually I like recording that. Maybe that's a little too low, but I might have to adjust the settings here again. But here, let's hear that back. And then I'll shut this off. 1 2 1 2 check 1 2 1 2, and that's pretty much it. I probably have to adjust the volume, but usually I like recording that. Maybe that's a little too low, but I might have to adjust the settings here again. But here, let's hear that back. Check 1 2 1 2 check 1 2 1 2. So I'm not gonna lie to you, that sounds pretty clean, man. Like I'm pretty, just from like hearing it one time, even though it's like an untreated room, you can kind of hear like the reverb, or you know, noise bouncing back and forth back into the mic. It sounds pretty clean. I'll play around with it more, but I mean, it's pretty dope. I mean, I like it. I like the sound already. It sounds a little bit, well, it sounds a lot better than my Volt. But again, the Volts, you get away with it. I made some pretty good songs on there. On the Focusrite 2i2, I had that, and then I think I sold the 18i20, and then the 2i2 is just, you know, you can get away with those, and then just use like virtual plugins because they sound damn near close to this, but I'm just more of like a feel and having physical stuff here. Like I don't know, that's just me. I like that kind of stuff. But if you guys have any more questions, or maybe I messed up somewhere on recording, I know you could use the console and use that to record and stuff like that, but I just want to make it as easy as possible through FL Studio. And you could do the same thing with Ableton, Cube, and you know, you could always download the Luna, their DAW. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys, and then hopefully this was helpful. I try to make this video short and cut out the BS here and there, but thanks.